Greetings. Let's get started. Again, as with the past previous few chapters, I'm going into more detail about what the place looks like. So that's why it's taking me a little bit longer to generate each chapter. Plus, I'm getting closer and closer to ending this series, so I really want to stretch it out as long as I can because I'm hoping like next year I'll start the new series. So more like a book review rather than actually. Let's see how I come up with ideas. Ideas is the easy part. Describing what the place looks like, that's where I need to work on. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is chapter 53, second half of 2014. Returning from the nuptials was a whirlwind. Erica and Michael had their actual marriage certificate 9 years earlier. This gave them a chance to renew their vows, celebrate their friends finally gaining their legal right to get married, in marriage equality. Finally got legalized in June 2013. So they did appreciate the fact, all of them, that anti-miscegenation law was declared unconstitutional back in 1967. It allowed people from different racial backgrounds to marry each other. That's Peter's generation. Finally, 2013, California and other states finally allowed marriage equality. Before them, for people to get married, they had to choose to marry the person of the other gender. Now that requirement is lifted. So Michael, he was forced to face the reality they may have to postpone, even give up on the possibility of getting married. He saw a glimpse of hope when he started attending Cal Poly. He met quite a number of men and women. However, as soon as they realized that he's actually, that was a deal breaker. So, although he had the advanced degree in hand, he was back to square one. After graduating, he went back to his hometown in San Francisco. That diploma was misleading. He learned very quickly it's not what you know, because just having that diploma from Cal Poly, that's not going to guarantee you a job. Instead, who he knows is required for him to start his career as a business consultant. So in the meantime, his well-meaning parents tried to set him up with other women. When his parents gave him Erica's number, he was at the point where he was like, he's just ready to just go through the motions without taking dating seriously. Much to his surprise, nothing he said or did caused Erica to run away. Instead, she was actually more intrigued by exactly who he is as a person. Moreover, she was the first person who called out his parents for being homophobic. He never met anyone like her. And the fact that she grabbed his arm when she realized that he is, that sealed the deal. In terms of Erica, it wasn't just her parents' failed marriage, being a train wreck, and having a gay younger brother that concerned her. She grew up knowing that her monthly pain wasn't normal. However, her mom, public school, both told her that it's normal made matters worse. It also made her question whether or not her tuition is accurate. Before puberty was the best time in childhood. She didn't have any worries, she didn't have any hang-ups, then everything changed. Getting up in the morning was a chore, washing her underwear every morning was a chore, helping her mom make breakfast was a chore, walking to school was a chore, sitting on plastic chairs was a chore, recess was a chore, using the restroom was a chore, asking for permission to sit out exercise class was a chore, walking home, I can't even spell walking, it's wailing. Walking home was a chore, doing homework was a chore, taking a bath was a chore. She hated every minute of puberty. Even when she was pain-free, her head was a muddled mess. She finally experienced a ray of hope when her family took the road trip to San Francisco. And she came to upon the Wellness and Endometriosis Wellness Center. She always had an interest in medicine. To help her prepare for college, she volunteered at the local hospital. Working at the front desk was the first time she felt at home. Moreover, the staff seemed to understand that time of the month better than anyone who knew her. When she met Kim and Peter, she also felt that they understood her as well. At that point, she was determined to do whatever it takes to work at their clinic. And meeting Chachi at the lowest point in her life fueled the fire in her to help as many people as she can. The last piece of the puzzle: who would marry somebody who has killer cramps every month? Her hometown was a definite no. A significant percentage of them were straight with xenophobic and homophobic parents. Since her younger brother was gay, she knew that was also a deal breaker. She also hoped that the Bay Area might yield a better pool of candidates. If anything, she'll meet a lot of gay people who have homophobic parents, so they can at least relate to each other on that level. When she first met Michael's parents, she knew they were homophobic. That was disappointing. However, she wasn't surprised. Molly Fumi wrote a book about Japanese Hawaiian parents who were homophobic with two gay sons, and we all know what happened to that family. Next 5 years tested Eric on his parents. First, she did not know how Japanese they are, so she had to err on the side of extreme caution. One wrong word or look caused them to shut down and force her to not have any more contact with them. On the other hand, she had to also call them out on their homophobia because her younger brother's gay. So the wild card was, how would they react when she tells them that she has a gay family member? They could easily have crawled back into the homophobic cave, closed it forever. Much to her relief and surprise, they turned around. Even in 2014, she wondered what was the catalyst for them to confront their homophobia and create a non-homophobic straight identity. Since they met her halfway, her next question was, how would Michael react when he realizes that her monthly pay is not normal? When she told him that she needs surgery, his stepping up to help her recover from surgery sealed the deal. Rather than run away or not take any vested interest in recovery, he was instrumental in her recovery. A decade later, when she needed to get treated for uterine fibroids, her recovery was brutal. Yet he not only stayed by her side, he also stepped up even more. He's proven time and again that he is a diamond in the rough, not another fair weather friend. Okay, that's how you spell fair weather. Okay, so the last piece of the puzzle was her to figure out what went wrong with her parents' marriage, what she needs to do to make sure she doesn't make the same mistake. It took 9 years of her marriage, to finally get the final piece of the puzzle. It was fitting that her California wedding coincided with this revelation. I can't spell. The rest is up to Erica and Michael to do whatever it takes to make their non-traditional marriage work. So in June, Erica in the studio filmed in and around the San Francisco Bay Area with supporting members from the Japanese Peruvian community. On the weekends, Erica and Michael attend local pride events with Alex and Chachi. July, Erica in the studio filmed in the South Bay with supporting cast members from the Japanese Mexican community. Erica made sure to spend the weekends with Michael and Kamali'i. They also used this time to help Michael's parents move from Daly City to their gay community in Brisbane, California. This community looks similar to theirs, except all of the homes are 2-bedroom, 2-bath. In terms of the Hashimoto family, one of the bathrooms is Japanese style with a bidet in a square-shaped deep ofuro, and they had a traditional Japanese garden in the center of the property. Their community garden had various Japanese fruit trees, persimmon, ume, uses citrus, greenhouse with herbs such as Japanese cucumbers, miyoga ginger, perilla leaves, spring onions. In mid-July, Ashley, Kim, and Richard went to their annual vacation, so they brought a halia with them. In August, Erica in the studio filmed in Los Angeles with supporting cast members from the Japanese Brazilian community. Erica flew to the Bay Area every weekend to take care of Michael and help him take care of the dogs. Every evening, she was in LA. I think this should be. She made sure to call Michael and see how he and Kamali'i are doing. Middle of the month, Ashley, Kim, and Richard returned from their vacation, so they picked up Halia and sent Ashley back to the South Bay to continue her university studies. For fall, Erica returned to work at the clinic. She worked with the staff to book schools, teach her students about health education. By this time, her next research article about the need to identify which patients need counseling only versus which patients would benefit from drug therapy has been was completed. On the other hand, studios bustling. Chachi and Jonathan return from filming their next travel cooking series. They work together to edit it, contact the local television studio to air the next other episodes. Erica worked with Maria and her staff to start editing her first feature-length film. Erica could only work part-time at the studio, so editing took until the end of the holiday season. They planned to start reaching out to local art houses after the new year. There was also the issue with her father. Each time they visited their family in Japan, she saw their father was painfully out of place. He should have been born in the United States. His parents and siblings were also born, raised, and educated here. She did the right thing of bringing her mother and brother back to Japan. They belonged there. Granted, she's still angry at her father for alternating between verbal abuse and neglect. However, she needs to make things right. The question was, what is the right job for her father? Now, all of this rests on her first feature-length film, because she's going to need a lot of money to bring her father back, get him an education, get him, network, get him the right job, and also a place to live. So she makes more than enough money from royalties to help a couple of students pay for education in the South Bay. So if her money makes even more money, she could get her father into university in San Francisco. He could live in the other duplex where he attends classes. Next year, Michael will sell his car, so he can give his car back to her father. So that's the thing. They already got him, and he can give his car to her father. So yeah, the car that she has, she sold it, right? Because she got, that was like kind of like a wedding present. So his car is gone. Missed opportunity. So when she brought this up during one of their cuddle sessions, Michael carefully said that the son's supposed to take over his father's company. It's the son's job to pay for his father's new home. However, he knew that her brother won't do either, so he concluded that he fully supports Erica in whatever she decides to do. At this time, they went to a personal room. She looked up a list of majors at the public university in San Francisco, and used her laptop to look up a list of majors at the public university in San Francisco. They saw that they were offering an advanced degree in recreation, park, and tourism management. They had an aha moment. She made a mental note to stop by the university to see what she needs to do to get the right strings pulled. She knew that her father would resist. Moreover, she would help him put an admissions application together, as well as go to his alma mater in Japan to get his transcripts translated into English. That night, she made a mental note to get a new Dharma doll to give to her father. She had a vivid dream. Her father was working as a park ranger with a very specific looking dog. When she woke up, she told Michael once she gets her father back to the state, she will go to local animal shelters to look for that specific dog. Labor Day weekend, Alex and Chachi returned from their vacation. They had the annual barbecue at their gated community. That September, Erica got the blood work done. The results were unchanged, much to Erica's relief. At this time, she also booked an appointment with her eye doctor and dentist, and made certain that she shows up for those appointments. That October, everyone at the Adaptive Fitness Center got their flu shot. In the middle of that month, their friends celebrated Michael's birthday as well. November, Erica and Michael attended the Mount Murphy Thanksgiving feast. They saw a new person. His name is Ryo Amaya. He's Japanese Peruvian. In Japanese, Ryo means cherry blossom, harmony, serenity, smart, or village. I know, that's a lot. It depends on the what Chinese characters his first name means. But in Spanish, it also means river. In Japanese, Amaya means heavenly valley, heavenly arrow, or night terrain. In Spanish, it means the end or the end point. So Aaron and Ryo met at the university in San Francisco. Both of them are classmates majoring in theater arts. So after the gathering, Michael told Erica that he's trans. Erica's not surprised. She knows that this is hope for Aaron, who is also trans from a family that's traditional. Most likely, Rio is also from a traditional family as well, so most likely he won't go through the surgery. It says she surmised that Aaron probably talked to him about how indigenous Californians treat members of the community for two spirits. Plus, if he decides to work at the studio, that would be good news because the studio needs more people. Also, at this point, Agnes, she's the one who got the housing, helped Erica's father, helped Erica as well. So Agnes discreetly pulled Erica's side. It was a welcome union. Agnes said that she tried to fix her hometown. However, it's obvious that there isn't any one person who can fix a community that's xenophobic and homophobic. So she sold her property and let the existing owners decide what they want to do with the neighborhood. Erica sensed frustration, disappointment in her voice, plus Erica could tell that she is an ally. Erica said that she too hoped that her hometown would turn around. However, she doesn't have any intention of returning there. Agnes nodded, so they both understand. They're on the same page. December, they went to his parents' new home in Brisbane to celebrate Christmas. That year, Christmas was on a Thursday, so they worked half day on Wednesday. It was so fitting. Chachi and Michael's families are next door neighbors when they lived in San Francisco. Finally, 2014, they're neighbors once again. All the children are grown and married, so it doesn't make sense to live in the big house. The parents should downsize after the children are grown. However, with Chachi, they had to wait until marriage equality became legal. Slowly but surely, everyone's life is slowly moving in the right direction. Marie's parents also live in this gated community. As they pulled into his parents' home, they saw Chachi, Marie, and their respective families, so they waved to each other from their car. In this gated community, there are 3 homes. Each home is a one-story A-frame house with a 2-car garage, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. The exterior is made from wood with a slate roofing. This type of roofing material is expensive, however, it is durable, looks good, adds charm to the home, and is available in a wide variety of colors. On the top of the roof are solar panels. The front porch is on the left side of the house. The 2-car garage is on the right side. There's an outdoor lamp between the porch and the garage. The porch has a low metal fence around it with wooden pillars. From the front door, you see a place to take off your shoes. After taking one step up into the hallway, you enter the home. From the inside, you see natural mistletoe hanging from the ceiling near the doorway. There's hardwood flooring throughout the home, except for the bathroom and laundry rooms that have tiled flooring. The walls are made from stucco. To your left, you see a living room with decorative fireplace. It's Christmas, so you see a Christmas tree next to the fireplace. On top of the mantle is a natural garland with real Monterey cypress branches, pine cones, and cranberry sprigs. Nailed to the mantle are Christmas stockings. This fireplace is not to burn wood. Instead, it's only for decoration. There's a switch off to the side that would turn on the electricity so you can see a realistic flame effect. Living furniture is what they brought from their former home in Daly City. Under the furniture is a washable Christmas rug. From the living room, you see the sliding glass door to the patio. In front of the door are curtains that can be opened and closed with a pulley. Beyond the patio is the community garden with a Japanese garden, fruit trees, greenhouse, and a vegetable garden. For the holidays, they have included some Monterey cypress in a large sturdy pot. To keep it small and healthy, Michael's father regularly prunes it. There's also some cranberry vines. There's also some mistletoe growing out of a host tree shrub. The center is the hallway. To the right is the door to the garage. Past the living room is the kitchen to your left. The kitchen has a marble countertop with wooden cabinets above and below the countertops. The countertop has a sink on the opposite side of the hallway. There's also a built-in top control dishwasher in the center of the wooden cabinets directly below the countertop. On the other side of the countertop are more wooden cabinets. Next to the hallway is a French door, built-in refrigerator with a large capacity ice maker and a fingerprint-resistant stainless finish. To the left of the refrigerator is a built-in electric convection oven, double-wall combination microwave. Next to the oven is a marble countertop. In the center of the countertop is a built-in electric cooktop. Directly above is the under cabinet range hood. Directly above the hood and under the cooktop are some more wooden cabinets. In the space between the cabinets on both sides of the kitchen are electrical outlets. Between the kitchen and the outside wall is the dining room. The outside wall has an oversized window that lets in sunlight from the entire room. There are also shades that you can pull down for privacy and to control the amount of light that enters the room. Directly above the dining room table is a rustic six-light farmhouse circle metal chandelier with an oak finish. Continuing down the hallway, you see 2 bedrooms on your right, 2 bathrooms on your left. Similar to the rest of the house, the bedrooms have hardwood flooring, stucco walls, ceiling with overhead lighting. There's a window with curtains and blinds for privacy and to control the amount of sunlight that enters those rooms. One of the bathrooms is western with a toilet, sink, bathtub, shower combo. The flooring is tiled with stucco walls. Above the sink is an oversized mirror with a medicine cabinet to the right. Under the sink is a wooden cabinet. Between the cabinet and the toilet is a toilet paper holder. On top of the bathtub shower combo is a sliding glass door. The other bathroom is done Japanese style with a bidet, square-shaped deep fulo. Between the other bathroom and the outside wall is the indoor laundry room. This room has tiled flooring with wooden cabinets directly above the washing machine and dryer. The washing machine is a top-loading high efficiency with a 2-in-1 removable agitator. The dryer is a front-load electric dryer with sensor dry. Since Michael's parents requested no more gifts, Yuzu baked a yuzu citrus cake and brought it in an acacia wood cake stand with a glass dome lid. Michael's mom thanked her, set it on the living room table. The table is covered with a vintage Christmas tablecloth. Under the dining room table is an oversized washable Christmas rug. The centerpiece was an ikebana with real Monterey cypress branches, pine cones, green artichokes, red roses, and a glass cup with a white candle in the center. The chandelier had red and green Christmas ornaments hanging from it. This table seats 4 to 6 people. Each chair is a solid wood with a wood brown finish that complements the light fabric upholstery. In front of each chair is a Christmas dinnerware, silverware, cloth napkin with a Christmas design. On top of the plate was a furoshiki gift wrap. Michael's mom used a 20-inch cloth napkin with elegant bow knot and cranberry sprigs for color. On the table was the food served buffet style. There was shoyu chicken, macaroni salad, lomi salmon, poi, and chicken long rice soup. For appetizers, there was poke and spam musubi. Miss Erica brought cake. Erica brought cake. They used King's Hawaiian brand sweet rolls, and the drink was Martinelli sparkling apple cider. After they said takimasu, they started eating Christmas dinner together. At this time, Erica commented on the beautiful holiday decorations. Michael knew where this was going. She will work on upping her homemade holiday decorations. Granted, they spent the holidays with other families, however, he looked forward to what she would do next year. In all honesty, it made sense to use cloth materials, natural plants. That's too much plastic. Moreover, various resins used to make plastic products are endocrine disruptors that is known to make endometriosis worse. They use this to make small talk. The following day, they worked a full day. On Saturday, Erica and Michael spent the day with Alex, Chachi, Lisa, and Olivia harvesting sea urchin. On Sunday, they went to a local Buddhist temple. The following week, they worked on Monday through Wednesday. Then they prepared to spend the New Year at Chachi's parents' home in Brisbane, California. Yeah, I did realize reading this. Where is it? I did not mention what was in that furoshiki gift wrap, but you can just use your imagination. what might be in there. The thing that's interesting about Japanese people is that when you give them omiyage, a gift, they don't open it in front of the person who gave it to you. Instead, they take it home and they open it there. So maybe we could just use your imagination what might have been in that. What is in that furoshiki gift wrap? But anyway, comments, questions, constructive criticisms, let me know, and I shall see you next time. Take care.